Hello, my friends. Greg Clowmanzer here. And in this time of reflection, I thought I'd talk about a question that human beings have been, or at least many human beings, have been considering or posing since the beginning of time, perhaps. And, it's the question that whether we're aware of it or not, that kind of lingers in the back of our consciousness. And the question is, who am I? And anyone from the East is familiar with this inquiry. Um, I'm not talking about the East Coast of North America. I'm talking about the Far East. Places like Asia and India, and places where in the culture there is a more reflective nature. So, what I want to talk about here is that with being quarantined and here in San Diego, on top of it, with all the rain going on right now, people are more forced to stay inside. And so, as people reflect, they're often confronted with this question: well, who am I? Am I my stuff? Am I my career? Am I my relationship? So people are really getting an opportunity to try these things on, and as I talk to people, people are realizing what's truly important. And some of these layers of who they thought they were are falling off, or being confronted, or being peeled back like the layer of an onion. But it's a really it's a really powerful question or inquiry to be with this question of who am I? Who am I? And it's a question that I've worked with for many years. And one of the things that I wish somebody would have kind of guided me in the beginning is that it's very common that when people look within themselves to who they bump into their personality or their identity or their ego, whatever it is. And so that's not the deepest sense of who you are, the deepest truth of who you are. So I want to encourage people to look deeper and not get tripped up on what I call the personal who. The personal who would look at one's character defects, one's strengths, one's weaknesses, and become have a heightened sense of personal awareness. And in my mind, personal awareness is a bit of a trap. Um, I, uh, I had heard a very wise man say this, and I thought it was really interesting. It's always stuck with me. And this guy said, personal awareness is the surest and quickest road to mental illness. And I thought about that for a long time. And it really seems to be true in my mind that the more aware a person is of the personal, the more they're kind of stuck in the weeds, and it feels like there's a lot of work required to have a better life. And what the sages and mystics have known, or what they've pointed to, is a deeper truth of who you are, who we all are, which goes beyond the personality, that goes beyond our behavior, our roles, our beliefs, all of that stuff. And what's really neat, and what I've seen, and I'm always touched by when people start to get a deeper sense of who they are beyond the personal. It's so amazing to me what wakes up for people. What wakes up for people. And what wakes up for people is a deep connection with this invisible energy that we all share in common. What wakes up for people is wisdom, in the eyes to see wisdom, in the eyes and the what I would call getting a taste for truth. And it's so fascinating that this is available for anyone and everyone if they were just willing to reflect and look and know where to look. You know, don't get tripped up on your personality. You know, who you are is not your shyness, is not your anger, is not your disappointment, is not your depression. You're not any of those. You must be willing to look deeper beyond that to the essence of who you are. So I invite you uh, uh, today and throughout the next few days to look within yourself. Who are you beyond your personality, beyond your persona, beyond the mask that you wear, beyond your beliefs, beyond your thoughts, beyond your ideas, beyond all of that, beyond your behaviors, beyond how you feel, beyond your emotions, beyond your moods? Who are you? And I encourage you to look deeper into your uh, true nature. All right. Well, I know this was on the brink of a bit philosophical, but what I have found, and 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 in history, many of the great sages and mystics and spiritual teachers and philosophers have all pointed us in this direction, and it's a direction worth looking in. I hope you'll take it to heart and look to who you really are. Thanks for watching.